thing to say, but we're just gonna give it a shot anyway. I just want to talk about how I'm a terrible human being, and I'm probably gonna end up killing myself soon because I just give up. I totally give up. I don't have the ability to think ahead. So I'm a very hand-to-mouth type of person. I can't plan for tomorrow, next week, next year. When I was younger, I never foresaw what was coming down the pike in my life as far as dating goes. I mean, I had opportunities. I had a few opportunities to, just get hitched and do whatever and settle for something that I knew, wasn't the greatest, but I never did it because, I don't know, I'm idealistic, picky, bit of a perfectionist. Always thought that, like the great Gatsby, like Gatsby, my life was just going to keep going up. I never realized that it's going to go straight down. And so, like, dating now, it doesn't work. Like, I don't understand online etiquette. I understand human etiquette. I understand, like, normal interpersonal interactions in everyday life. Like, I mastered that decades ago. But those rules don't seem to apply online. At least not when you're trying to date girls in their 20s. And I mean, I guess that's the problem, but it's really not, because I've tried to date girls of all ages, and it seems like the only common denominator is they're all, I don't know, what's the word? Women. So that's the problem. It's not the age. It's not the generation. I fucking hate millennials. And they might be the funnest to rail against. And, it's a little tired. I mean, making fun of older women, first of all, it's cruel. Secondly, it's tired. I mean, how many cat jokes are there? Seriously. But the millennials, these are like super ninja sluts. Like, they are some sort of a new breed. And the stuff, you can't even wrap your head around some of the behavior. So for me, like with online dating, it just doesn't work. I can't go on Tinder and start swiping away because, first of all, when you have a face like this and you're my age, there's no point in online dating. I might match with somebody, but then it just kind of fizzles out because they don't want to talk. They're just a bunch of young women who, I don't know, they need validation from anywhere, anyone, any stranger. Like, they just want attention. And so nice guys finish last. They date losers and they call nice guys, crazy and stalkers. And so it's basically like this. Like, I'll match with somebody on Tinder, and first of all, it's just a flat-out solicitation for Instagram followers. So immediately it's, oh my God, follow me on Instagram. Yeah, and here's my Facebook. But don't take the bait. That's a trap. Don't take the bait. Because if you and everything's so public that you can look into this girl's life through her social media, and you can determine that not only would you be interested in her, but she would absolutely be interested in you. Like, what I bring to the table is exactly what this girl purports to be looking for. This is what she claims to be interested in. I'm me, but again, not with a face like this. So, the girl solicits me to go to her Facebook and everything else, and then I'll go there, and all of a sudden I'm there, and I look at a picture, and it's Trader Joe's, and we live in the same general vicinity because GPS is running rampant through there. GPS has got us all closer together, but the internet keeps us so interminably far apart. But I'll see a status update of a picture. It's like, oh my God, Trader Joe's parking lot today was crazy. And me, very organically, without really any sort of devious agenda or anything, I'm trying to get to know the girl. But when did that become a crime? When did that? Again, it's because I have a face like that's the crime. The crime is not the activity, it's the person committing it. And that's the problem. And that's when I don't get these. And they have no self-awareness. So it's just they're so selective in their thinking and their perception, but they don't realize it. So I go to the thing there on the Instagram or Facebook, whatever it is, and I'll see something, and I'm like, oh, wow, there's an in. I was at Trader Joe's today. That parking lot was crazy. My car might be in the picture that she posted. That looks like my truck. And so I'll say, oh, my God, I know, I was there. crazy, right? Like they need to do something about that parking. And what happens? If I don't just get blocked immediately, like you might just go back in 10 minutes and all of a sudden this girl's disappeared off the face of the earth. Or you'll get like, oh my God, who are you? Creeper, stalker. Ah! Like, what the fuck? And so there's no in between. There's no in between. It's basically, hey, follow me on Instagram, here's Snapchat, here's my Snapchat. But then if you go there and you do that thing, and you try and interact with them, and you look like me and you're my age, oh my God, what are you doing? You're a creeper, stalker. Wait, what? So, I mean, I guess, where does that leave me? Like, I don't know where to go from there. So, yeah, I mean, I could try and date older women. But that doesn't work because they're bitter and jaded and they have no fucking hope. They just have no, like, optimism left in their saggy body. And that's sad. And so, yeah, we want our manic pixie dream girl. Like, yes, I do want to date younger girls. Yes, typically speaking, if I can get past that initial they're not attracted to me part, kind of a big stumbling block. But if I can, on the rare occasions that I've been able to get past that, I just get along better with them. And they get along better with me. And they enjoy sex and stuff. Like, it's great. Their vaginas are still self-lubricating. There's just so many things but you know what? Fuck that. I reject this notion that the older women have, like, oh, you're so fucking superficial and vain, like you want you're dating little girls because, you know, they have perky tits. Nah. It's not about their perky tits. It's not about that. It's about how gravity has weighed down your fucking demeanor, your personality, your sense of, you know, it's not the fucking gravity weighing down your tits, old fucking 39-year-old. No. It's not that. It's that you're just jaded. You know, you're like, I ain't got no time for no fucking, you know what? I got kids and a job and I'm not in. Woo. So I don't know, man. I don't know, like, is there some middle ground? I mean, so I thought maybe there was. So I started looking into, like, 29. I don't even like this whole conversation. I don't like generalizing. I know I'm stereotyping here, but at what point, like, there's a fine line there. Like, at what point am I just successfully picking up on a trend? Like, when is it not stereotyping? Like, you know, I'm profiling. You know, I'm not judging. Like, I'm not prejudiced. I'm not prejudging. I'm judging, and I stay very vigilant to make sure that is what I'm doing. Like, I constantly self-regulate. I check myself all the fucking time. My self-awareness is through the roof. And that's the problem. Like, that's the problem. It's just, I see what's going on, I adjust accordingly, and just nothing works out. And it's not me. And I try and, like, be humble and then figure it, like, maybe it is me. Like, I do it. I swear to fucking God. But it's not me. So where does that leave me, you know? I mean, I try and date the 32-year-olds and the 33-year-olds, but they're in transition. Because, you know, they're not married yet. They might not have a kid yet, but that biological clock is ticking. It's just tick, 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 tick. Like, they're just fucking nuts. They're fucking on the cusp, right on the precipice of going crazy. Because they're just a sense of urgency. It's like first date. Like, hey, how many you want kids? You want to like kids? You want to get married? Want to get married? Oh, man, I just want to eat some appetizers, have a drink, and maybe make out a little bit. Like, slow the fuck down. Like, you're not very young. Like, you know, you might, you know, can you still have kids? What's your sperm count? What is your credit score? What's your IQ? Do you have good genes? Any mental illness in your family? Yeah. I mean, there is. To that last question. But, you know, in the face of such insanity, do I really need to divulge the mental illness in my family? Like, I feel like I don't need to. Like, I think we're even. Oh, God. It's tough, man. Like, all I want is to find a girl who I can love the way I love my dog. But, not all girls like peanut butter. So I've tried Nutella. I see in the Facebook, a lot of them talk about Nutella. But no, that doesn't work either. See, with my dog, it's just straight peanut butter gets me what I want. with the women, I'm not sure which creamy, sugary substance to use. And, I have nothing to offer because it's all about statistics. So in the initial, first date type zone, they want to know things. They want to know things, answers that I don't have for them. I don't say, hey, I'm an amateur stand-up. I try and do stand-up comedy. At my age, there's no such thing as potential. I can no longer sell them on the potential of my future. It just doesn't work. It sounds sad coming out of my mouth. So I don't tell anybody what I plan on doing. I can't tell them about my hopes and dreams. So that leaves me just with my friend's got a catering business. I've kind of been helping out with that. They're like dogs. They smell fear. They know right away. That doesn't sound good, And if you can't get them back to your sweet apartment to see that, hey, this guy might actually have something, there's nothing. I have nothing on the surface that would imply that I'm somebody worthy of their time and their energy, So there's no jokes. I got no jokes. There's nothing funny about any of this, especially to me, least of all to me. So that's